So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. This video is going to be about your quantum leap. It's time you finally understand what that is. All right, so before I end up going to sleep for the night, I had to make sure I popped out this video while I was fresh in my mind. And truthfully, a lot of the revelations you get in your life come in these silent moments. And so your quantum leap is so much more simple than you think. This video can honestly be wrapped up in a minute, but I'm just going to go ahead and share some experiences that helped it become super clear to me. In your life, you should be able to play, you should be able to enjoy it, you should be able to make this an adventure worth living. And so, if you're like me and you were just looking for a way to transform your life fast, or you're looking to transform your life in extravagant ways and go from nothing to something to everything, you know what I'm saying? You inevitably end up in this place where you cannot be the same person you were before. You have to become someone completely new. You know what I'm saying? There's this saying where they say you can do the same thing expecting different results, and you will be considered insane. And that's only because you're not the person that you want to be for them results. So there's no point for them results to come. Your quantum leap all happens up here. Your world is mental first, and then it has to correspond to you. There's this rule I always share and I always go by, and with all the people that I end up sharing this kind of information with and teaching, where your world that you're living in here currently is a mental mirror. What that means is your mind comes first, and everything that you experience when you wake up or when you go to sleep is a direct representation of who this is. The mind state, the state of being, the identity, the story that you claim. There's so many different ways of saying the same thing, but the only thing you're experiencing now is you. So in order to experience a quantum leap and change your life in multiple ways all at once, you have to realize who you are being and who you're going to go choose to be going forward. The fastest change in your life happens the faster you change who you are. Your identity is everything. Who do you want to be? That's the question you got to make sure you ask yourself by the end of this video. And if you can define it without having to write it down, without having to contemplate on what it means to be whatever that is, the job is already done. The hard, the heavy lifting, the 40 days through the desert, all of that, no need, because it becomes simple. And you'll recognize this truth as you live. And I started this video off with scripture, funnily enough, because it was something I was almost avoiding. For a lot of my life, there was a point in time where I wanted to study the Bible and, you know what I'm saying, get into whatever it is, but there was this underlying context that I thought I understood about it, that it was just a relevant storytelling. It was a book created by a religion to dictate what goes on, if you catch my drift. Me not knowing that the stories in the Bible were all written separately, that means that the religion had nothing to do with the actual construction of what the book was and what it was designed to be. Whole time, this very same book that so many, I'd say 95% of the population misunderstand based off of a construct given to them, a conditioned understanding of what it is, we're missing the truth that lies beneath it. Oh my God. And the more and more I read and learn the Bible, I start to understand all of this was the different authors' ways of sharing truth without the empirical evidence necessary for the truth to be felt. And this is the beauty of this thing, because truth can be empirically understood and intuitively understood. Truth is what truth is. So it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, you will feel this. And so why I bring the Bible up and why it regards to the quantum leap is because the Bible played a huge role in understanding the context behind a quantum leap that I desired. My life is changing here in this present moment in ways I'd rather not necessarily describe, I'd rather be able to show. But just for those that stay along through the video, I will share a couple things that I utilize this information for. And again, there was a version of me that was doing things unconsciously, winning and losing in aspects, not knowing why. Whether it be relationships with women, whether it be money, you know what I'm saying, rise and fall with all of it. And this, who I am now, is light years ahead. This is my 21-year-old, I'm 24 now. My 21-year-old self will look at my 24-year self and be like, God damn, boy, keep going. Keep going. But again, that's over time. I want to continue to share with y'all, and I'm allow it to speak for itself. But the Bible is playing a huge role in being able to give me context and what understanding a quantum leap is like and what it actually requires for you to change your life. And it's super simple. For every single one of you watching this video, I know why you clicked. It's the same reason why I clicked on 50 other videos, probably with the same title. The difference here is that unlike all 50 of them videos, this has an underlying truth that is timeless. And that underlying truth is your world comes from in here first. Your world is of thought, it is of mind, it is mental. And so as you continue to live and you work with that, you will always realize and recognize how everything's always proving you right. So what a quantum leap is about is proving yourself right once you've chosen who you are. The beautiful thing about it is that you're not even having to prove yourself right. You will just see it. The work that needs to be done is the persistence, no matter what shows. Nothing in front of you can change your mind. And that is what the entire Bible is designed to teach you if you can see it. A student can only appear when a teacher is ready, and a teacher is only ready to appear when a student is ready. So every last one of y'all that tune into this video, you will leave this video, again, with the main question being, who are you choosing to be? That is a quantum leap all in of itself. Once you've chosen who you are, coincidences, synchronicities, random money, random relationship occurrences, it does not matter what it is that you want. It is all confined behind a self-concept and identity. Matter of fact, for those that, you know what I'm saying, you want to practice it and give yourself empirical evidence, get you a notebook, and I gotta show y'all. Get you a notebook and get to writing who you are, who you've been, how it's going, and you will always find evidence in your life to prove who you said you were. All of this, I almost have it full. I stopped writing because I realized I no longer needed it. Your entire life will always feed you the evidence only based on who you say you are. So whether you're choosing against yourself, you'll be proven right. Whether you're choosing that you're the best of the best, you'll be proven right. And your story, this timeline that you live, is interchangeable. Every single moment that you're awake, every single moment that you're alive, any and everything can change. Instant manifestations are confined by an identity. You cannot experience something that an identity has that another one doesn't. You cannot have one set of results and the same set of results from two different identities. They have two different stories, two different timelines, two different things to prove. How you have something similar, you figure out the characteristics and you work backwards. I am that I am. This is one of the most powerful quotes you could ever understand the truth of. I am that I am. This has everything to do with your quantum leap because this is the selection. This is the ultimate choice. This is your power in its rawest form. In one statement, your power is exposed. Regarding your quantum leap, the first section, I am. This is the recognition of your awareness. I am. This is, if you get rid of all your thoughts and you're just there and you're silent, this overarching awareness, presence that is there is your power. The second part, that I am, is the conscious ego selection of who you are that has to be proven by the world. So when you say I am that blank, like for example, I am that Brandon that blah blah blah, characteristics, you can list them. The minute I state that, that is true here in this present moment. The minute you state something brand new, everything becomes true in that present moment. And what happens next, because your world is a mental world and it's a mirror, when you wake up the next day, you can always find evidence of those characteristics. All we're doing is choosing a role, selecting a play. The power is being aware of who we're selecting. We got more coming.